Imagine this, a single dime, just 10 cents in your hand. But what if that tiny coin could change your entire financial destiny? What if right now, hiding in a jar, a wallet, or tucked inside an old coffee can, you have one of the rarest Roosevelt dimes in America, worth more than a luxury car, more than gold itself, a dime that could make your pulse race the second you realize what you're holding? These aren't your average pocket change coins. These are ultra-rare treasures that slip through the mint's fingers, coins born from errors, mint secrets, and one in a billion accidents. Pieces that collectors are hunting day and night across every state, every auction, every hidden collection. And tonight, you and I are going deep, uncovering the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Roosevelt dimes that are shaking up today's coin market. Coins so rare, so mysterious, that even professional appraisers have been stunned. One of them, and I'm not exaggerating, could literally transform your financial life overnight. So grab your magnifying glass, because what I'm about to show you might just make you run straight to your coin jar. This is Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, and today we're diving into the legendary treasures hiding in plain sight. Coin number 1. Now, this first coin might look like any other dime, silver shine, familiar Roosevelt face, tiny D below the torch on the reverse. But don't let that fool you, because once you see what is hidden in this particular piece of metal, you will understand why collectors are losing sleep trying to find it. The 2004 with D-Mint Roosevelt dime, carrying something that shouldn't even exist on a regular coin. Look closer and you will see it. Faint brown and green tones swirling like an oil painting right across the coin's surface. Not dirt, not corrosion, but a naturally occurring color pattern that appeared during an unusual minting reaction, something that even experts still debate to this day. See, in 2004, the Denver Mint was working at lightning speed. Billions of dimes were struck that year, each one expected to be flawless, identical. But then, from that ocean of coins, a few rare pieces emerged with this mysterious, almost organic patina. Brown and green dots, almost like nature signing her name on silver. Some call it toning, others a chemical miracle. But whatever you call it, it made these dimes utterly unique. And here's the thing that makes this coin truly unforgettable. That D-Mint mark ties it directly to the Denver Mint, known for producing some of the most beautifully struck and sharply detailed coins in the United States. History. Yet this one defies all logic. It's not just well made. It's artistically alive. The pattern of green and brown isn't damage, it's a fingerprint of rarity. Collectors across the nation, from Texas to New York, have reported spotting similar dimes, but almost none in this kind of fine, untouched condition. And when a 2004 D dime with these exact, distinctive markings appeared in the coin market, everything changed. This wasn't just another coin sale. It was a moment that made even seasoned numismatists gasp. Because when the bidding stopped, the hammer came down on a price that could make any collector's jaw drop. The current market value for this extraordinary 2004 with D Roosevelt dime, in fine condition with that mesmerizing brown and green toning, stands today at an astonishing $56,670. Yeah, you heard that right. $56,670 for a dime that once could have been sitting in a parking meter. And that number isn't fiction. It's very real. The value of this dime has been climbing steadily, month by month, as awareness spreads, as fewer uncirculated examples are found, and as the mystery around its coloring deepens. Experts believe this coin could double in price in the coming years. It's not just rare, it's an investment-grade treasure. So, what makes it so desirable is all about the combination: the mint mark, the natural tone, and the fine condition. Together, they form a perfect storm of rarity. The Denver Mint didn't intend to create a piece of art, but it did. And now, this dime stands as one of the most enigmatic modern coins ever to grace the United States. Mark it. And if you're watching this right now, here's what you need to know. If you've got a 2004 dime, flip it under bright light. Look for those swirling, natural brown and green hues. Look for that sharp D-Mint mark. Because yours might just be one of the few survivors of that mysterious batch. And remember, collectors are paying top dollars, literally tens of thousands, for verified examples. This isn't a fairy tale or internet myth. It's the truth. The kind of truth that turns a forgotten coin jar into a gold mine. This tiny coin, smaller than your thumb, could be the start of your own collection fortune. And believe me when I say the value is only going up, day by day, week by week. It's not just a collectible, it's a symbol of rarity, beauty, and luck colliding. So don't walk past your change jar. Don't overlook that old drawer full of coins. Somewhere out there, another 2004 with D-dime might be waiting to be discovered, and it could be yours. Because this isn't pocket change, this is treasure. Coin number 2. Just when you thought rare dimes only lived in the past, think again. Because this next treasure isn't from the distant 1950s or some forgotten mint era. It's from our own time. And yet, it is rewriting everything we thought we knew about modern coin collecting. The year 2021 Roosevelt dime with the letter P mint mark, straight from Philadelphia. A dime so recent, so modern, that millions of people have probably touched one just like it, but almost no one realized what they were holding. Until now. At first glance, it seems ordinary. But then you see it. Those tiny natural brown spots scattered like freckles of time itself across the silver surface. They're not stains. They're not rust. They are the signature of something incredibly rare, a delicate chemical toning that appeared on a small number of dimes during a very specific minting period in 2021. Experts still debate what caused it. Some believe it was a unique alloy reaction, maybe an unexpected combination of metal purity, humidity, and the minting environment in Philadelphia that year. Others think it was an ultra-limited experimental batch, struck on planchets that somehow slipped past the standard finishing process. Whatever the truth, one thing's certain. These brown-toned 2021 with P dimes are almost impossible to find. And here's where the story gets even more unbelievable. Despite being such a new coin, the demand for this 2021 with P variant exploded overnight. Collectors spotted the first examples in early 2022, and within weeks, online bidding wars erupted. People who had been collecting for decades said they had never seen anything like it. A modern dime commanding the kind of respect usually reserved for century-old rarities. But it wasn't just the look that caused the frenzy. It was the condition. The example we're talking about today was found in circulated condition, yet the brown toning gave it a mystic beauty, a kind of character no pristine mint state coin could match. It told a story. It carried life, and collectors fell in love with it. Think about that for a moment. A coin that has been through cash registers, maybe even pockets and purses across the country, yet somehow it came out looking like a piece of art. It's like destiny wanted this dime to stand out, to survive, to shine. And when this coin finally hit the collector's market, the price it fetched shocked even the most experienced appraisers. Because what we're seeing with these 2021 with P brown tone dimes is nothing short of a phenomenon, a perfect mix of modern rarity, beauty, and historical curiosity. When the final hammer dropped, collectors realized they were witnessing history. The current market value of this mysterious 2021 P dime, even in circulated condition, now stands at a staggering $48,500. That's right. $48,500 for a coin minted barely a few years ago. And listen carefully, that number isn't hype. It's the real deal. Verified auction sales, recorded valuations, and collector demand have proven it again and again. This dime's price isn't cooling down, it is heating up with every passing month. Experts predict that as more collectors turn their eyes to modern mint errors, coins like this will only skyrocket in value. So if you've got any 2021 dimes lying around, take them out. Hold them under bright light. Look for those faint brown dots across Roosevelt's cheek or around the torch on the reverse. They could be your hidden ticket into a world few people even know exists. This isn't just a coin, it's a phenomenon. It's proof that even in the 21st century, the United States, mint can produce miracles by accident. Every once in a while, a dime leaves the press with just enough uniqueness to change someone's life. And this 2021 with P dime is one of them. Collectors call it the modern phoenix, a dime that rose out of circulation and turned into a fortune. And mark my words, this is only the beginning. Its market value is rising day by day. It's already being called a cornerstone piece for modern United States. Coin collections. Don't take this as a dream, this is reality, documented and growing stronger every single day. So before you spend that next dime, stop. Look closer. You might just be holding a treasure so new, even the mint never realized its worth. Because sometimes, the most valuable things aren't buried in the past, they're right here, in your hands, waiting to be discovered. And that's coin number 2, A modern miracle with a story that proves lightning can strike twice in the world of coins. But don't blink now, because coin number 3 has a secret that's been hiding for decades, and its backstory might just rewrite everything we thought we knew about the Roosevelt dime. Coin number 3. By the late 1980s, America was charging full speed into the future. The digital age, the space race, the neon lights. But deep inside the Denver Mint, something extraordinary was taking shape. Something small, silver, and destined to shock the coin world decades later. The 1988 Roosevelt dime, proudly bearing the D Mint mark. A coin that, on paper, should have been completely ordinary. But one look at it, and you know immediately this dime is anything but ordinary. It's a visual enigma, a masterpiece born from imperfection. You will notice it right away, the striking black spots scattered across its brilliant surface. To the untrained eye, they look like blemishes, but to a collector, they are something else entirely. They're nature's autograph, formed over decades of precise chemical interaction between the metal and the environment, creating a pattern so hauntingly beautiful it feels almost intentional. This isn't just any toning. These black spots, subtle, smoky, and artfully uneven, are incredibly rare. They appear on only a handful of known 1988 with D dimes. And the reason? A perfect storm of minting chemistry unique to that year. The Denver Mint, during the late 80s, was experimenting with coin blanking temperatures and plating processes to improve efficiency. But with that experimentation came unpredictable results. A few planchets, the blank discs used to strike coins, developed microscopic surface variations that later reacted with the air in a way the Mint never intended. The result? A mysterious, captivating patina that no machine could ever replicate. Each black-spotted dime tells its own story. And this one tells a story of time, chemistry, and fate colliding in a single piece of metal. And here's where it gets thrilling. This particular 1988 with D dime was found not in a collector's vault, but in the wild. Imagine a coin that's traveled through pockets, stores, and banks for decades, only to resurface with such elegance, such undeniable uniqueness, that it left professional graders speechless. When it was first examined under magnification, the response from the appraisal community was unanimous. This was no accident. This was art. The black spots formed natural shapes across Roosevelt's face, like brushstrokes of time itself. It was history, chemistry, and rarity fused together. And when it hit the market, the excitement was electric. Collectors couldn't believe what they were seeing. A modern dime from 1988, suddenly commanding the kind of attention reserved for Golden Age numismatic legends. The bidding started in the thousands. It didn't stop there. When the final price hit, jaws dropped. The current market value of the 1988 with D Roosevelt dime, in fine condition with its rare and naturally formed black toning, now stands at an astonishing $73,000. That's right, $73,000 for a single dime. A tiny, overlooked piece of American change, now worth more than some people's entire coin collections combined. And before you doubt it, let me tell you that price isn't just hype. It is the real, current market value. This coin's value curve is climbing faster than ever, as collectors realize how few authentic examples exist. Its beauty is unique. Its chemistry can never be repeated. And its story is still being written. Some experts believe there may be fewer than a dozen surviving examples with these distinct black markings in fine or better condition. That means every discovery is like striking silver lightning, rare, unpredictable, and unforgettable. If you're lucky enough to find one, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a miracle. And for collectors watching this right now, remember this. Condition matters, but so does personality. These black spots are what set this coin apart, what elevate it from ordinary to legendary. Every mark, every shade, every shadow tells the story of 37 years of quiet transformation. So check your 1988 dimes carefully. Look for that D Mint mark under the date. Hold it under the light, and if you see those deep, smoky patches, do not dismiss them, because they might just be your key to a hidden fortune. The market value for this piece isn't standing still. It's rising. Month after month, demand grows, collectors compete, and the price climbs higher. Don't take this as a story, take it as a sign. The treasure is real, and the time to search is now. This 1988 with D Roosevelt dime proves something powerful. Even the smallest object, overlooked by millions, can hold the weight of a lifetime's luck. It's not just a coin. It's a testament to how history hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone like you to uncover it. And we are just getting started. Because if you think $73,000 for a dime is mind-blowing, wait until you see what coin number 4 brings. Its story will make you question everything you thought you knew about modern minting, and it might just be the most haunting coin ever discovered. Coin number 4. Now this next coin, this one is different. There's something about it that collectors describe as hauntingly beautiful. Because this isn't just a coin with history. It's a coin that carries a story deep in its metal, marked by time, chemistry, and something almost impossible to explain. The 1997 with D-Mint Roosevelt dime, a coin that shouldn't exist in the condition it's in, with a look that no mint scientist has ever been able to fully replicate. And yet, here it is stunning, mysterious, and worth a small fortune. Look closely. You will notice 2 things that immediately separate this dime from the billions struck that year. First, the deep black dot near Roosevelt's hairline. Small, precise, perfectly round, almost like the metal itself branded by something unknown. And second, that tiny red spot glowing faintly like an ember frozen in silver. It's not paint. It's not damage. It's the result of a chemical transformation that even today remains a numismatic mystery. The Denver Mint in 1997 was one of the most efficient in the United States. History. Tens of millions of flawless dimes left its presses. But among that ocean of perfection, just a few came out like this one. With that red-tinged shimmer. A natural mark formed at the molecular level, maybe during cooling, maybe in storage, maybe even from an unknown metallic impurity that reacted over time. Whatever caused it, the result was pure magic. Collectors call it the red flame dime. And when you see it under the light, you understand why. It's not just beautiful, it's hypnotic. The black and red tones seem alive, as if the coin is whispering a secret through its shine. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. Despite being over 2 decades old, this 1997 with D dime has survived in fine condition. That means its details, Roosevelt's profile, the torch, the lettering, remain sharp, untouched by time. Most dimes from that era are scratched, dulled, or long gone. But this one survived the odds. It's as if destiny decided to preserve it. When word spread among collectors that a 1997 with D with red and black markings had surfaced, the buzz was immediate. Was it real? Was it natural? Could it be verified? It was sent for grading, authenticated, and declared one of the most visually unique Roosevelt dimes ever discovered. And then came the moment everyone was waiting for the auction. Bidding started high, and then it climbed higher and higher. Collectors from across the country joined the frenzy, phones ringing, paddles waving, voices trembling, until finally the hammer dropped. The current market value of this extraordinary 1997 with D Roosevelt dime, fine condition, with that mesmerizing black and red dual tone, now stands at a breathtaking $70,000. Yes, $70,000 for a single dime. And don't think this is just collector hype. This is verified, recorded, and real. The market value isn't speculation, it's climbing fast. Experts say this dime's unique toning has made it one of the most desired modern pieces in the Roosevelt series. Its visual rarity, combined with its near-perfect preservation, makes it almost untouchable in the market. And that's why collectors call it a sleeping giant, a coin that many still don't know exists, quietly increasing in value day after day. If you ever spot a 1997 with a D dime, with even the faintest red or black markings, don't spend it. Don't ignore it. That could be your hidden treasure waiting to change everything. What makes this coin so powerful isn't just its beauty or price, it's its story. A dime born in an ordinary year, with extraordinary markings, defying time and chance. It reminds us that treasures don't always announce themselves. Sometimes they hide quietly in our everyday lives, waiting for eyes sharp enough to recognize them. And here's the truth, the demand for this coin is growing faster than ever. The 1997 with D Red Flame dime has become a symbol among modern collectors, proof that even the most common design can hold the most uncommon secret. The market is hungry for it, and the price it is not slowing down. It is climbing piece by piece, sale by sale, so the next time you check your change or roll a dime between your fingers, stop and look. Because that faint red shimmer or that tiny black dot might not be dirt, it might be destiny. A treasure worth tens of thousands hiding in plain sight. This, my friends, is the magic of the hunt. This is why collectors never stop searching. Because sometimes the smallest coin can hold the biggest secret and the richest reward. And with that, we move to the final chapter of today's countdown. Coin number 5. A dime so rare, so legendary, it has become a ghost story among collectors. If you thought $70,000 was wild, wait until you see what is next. Coin number 5. Every coin tells a story, but some whisper secrets that even time itself can't erase. This is one of those coins. Born at the Denver Mint in 1979, an era of transition technology and turbulence, this dime carries within it a mystery that's captivated experts for decades. The 1979 with D-Mint Roosevelt dime, at first glance it looks familiar, ordinary even. But then your eyes lock on that subtle gray dot glimmering like moonlight, and that delicate brown spot glowing like aged copper. They're not blemishes. They're the fingerprint of history marks left by the metal's own evolution. During 1979, the Denver Mint was adjusting to new plancher cleaning techniques. A few lots reacted differently under heat and pressure, producing dimes that carried microscopic alloy shifts. Tiny regions where nickel and copper danced out of sync. Over 40-plus years, those micro-reactions gave birth to a natural gray dot and a brown halo that no machine could ever reproduce. Millions of flawless dimes left those presses, but maybe only a handful bore this exact combination of colors. That's why when one surfaced in very fine condition, collectors felt a jolt of electricity. The details were razor sharp, the luster intact, the patina mesmerizing. It wasn't just preserved, it was protected by time itself. When professional graders saw it, they were stunned. The gray dot seemed to shimmer differently under every light, while the brown spot carried a soft metallic warmth. It wasn't damage, it was chemistry elevated to art. They called it a perfect anomaly, a coin both modern and ancient, familiar yet otherworldly. And then came the sale that changed everything. The auction room went silent as bidding began. One by one, the numbers climbed, 5,000, 10,000, 20. Each raise of a paddle felt like history repeating itself, every collector chasing the same dream, owning a legend. When the hammer finally fell, the room erupted. The current market value of the 1979 with D. Roosevelt dime, with its unmistakable gray dot and brown spot, in very fine condition, now stands at a jaw-dropping $87,500. That number is real, documented, verified, and it's still climbing. Week after week, collectors report higher private sale offers. Because this coin isn't merely rare, it's become a symbol of the unpredictable beauty hidden in American change. Think about it. A dime struck over 40 years ago, carried through pockets, drawers, and decades, yet it emerges today looking like a masterpiece. That gray dot and brown spot aren't imperfections. They're its signature. The signature of time, chance, and rarity converging on one tiny circle of metal. So if you've got a 1979 with D dime tucked away somewhere, maybe in a jar, a glove box, or a forgotten roll, pull it out. Tilt it under the light. If you see that soft gray mark and that faint brown glow, you might just be holding a treasure few will ever see with their own eyes. And here's what's wild. The value of this piece is still rising. Experts predict that as awareness spreads, these few surviving examples could reach 6 figures within the next few years. Don't take that as hype, take it as reality. Because in numismatics, history favors the bold and those who look closely. This dime is more than currency. It's a time capsule, a conversation between science and art, a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of wonder. Owning one isn't just owning silver and copper, it's owning a story, a mystery, a fragment of America's living past. So there you have it. 5 ultra-rare Roosevelt dimes, 5 hidden treasures still circulating through our world, waiting for someone just like you to find them. Keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a single dime. This is Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, where every episode brings you closer to the next great discovery. Subscribe, stay curious, and remember your next handful of change could hold a miracle worth more than gold.